Hello dear learners, today we are going to discuss the MCQs from Human Anatomy and Physiology. We are on Nervous System Part 1 today. Here on Pharmacy Info Line, you get the MCQs along with the explanation. So stay tuned with us for various subjects MCQs on Pharmacy Info Line. So to start with the first question from the nervous system, the question is, what is the structural and functional unit of the nervous system? Whether the structural and functional unit of nervous system is neuron, dendron, axon or brain. Which amongst the given is the structural and functional unit of the nervous system? Come on, put your answers in the comment box fast. Till that we will go for the explanation and you can verify it later on after the explanation for each question till the end of the video. So put your answers in the comment box fast. Now the neuron, if you will talk about, which is the nerve cell with its branches, as you can see these are dendrites, axon, okay, and this is the nerve ending. So it is the structural and functional unit of the nervous system, wherein the correct answer is it is neuron, which is the structural and functional unit of the nervous system. Next question is, nerve cells does not divide because they do not have dash. Whether the nerve cells are different in with respect to normal body cell, with respect to nucleus, presence of nucleus, whether with respect to the presence of centrosome, whether with respect to the presence of Golgi body or mitochondria, with respect to division when you are talking. So the prerequisite for the cell division amongst the given, if you will say, you can judge your answer and you can put it into the comment section. Till that we will go for the explanation. Come on, fast put your answers in the comment box. If you will see now, the centrosome, okay, which is made up of two centrioles. If you will look into this, okay, centrosome, this is the enlarged part, okay. If you will look into the diagram, okay, these centrosomes, they are prerequisite for the spindles, whatever they are forming. See here, these are the centrosomes, okay, they are forming these spindles, okay, which are very much essential for the cell division, okay, mitotic spindle prerequisite. So this centrosome, this which is present in the normal body cell, is not present in the neuron, because of which the centrosome, which is responsible for the cell division, since the neuron is lacking centrosome, it cannot divide. So the correct answer is, it is centrosome. Next question is, node of Ranvier is found in dash. Whether the node of Ranvier is found in muscle bundle, dendrites, right auricle or axon, where the node of Ranvier is found, you can put your answer in the comment section. Till that we will go for the explanation. Now the node of Ranvier, it is the characteristic feature of which of the given part? Whether it is the node of Ranvier, which you can see here. So in diagram it is very much clear that it is a part of neuron, but in neuron where it is found, now these are dendrites, this is axon, okay, and this is the terminal end. So node of Ranvier is the feature of axon, where you can clearly see from here the axon is starting, okay. So node of Ranvier kya hai? This is the minute yellow color structure is node of Ranvier, which allows the diffusion of ions across the cells. So it is a minute gap which is present between the glial cells of the myelin sheath. Now this blue color covering is the myelin sheath and these are the glial cells present in between them. So this is the gap between the glial cells of the myelin sheath, which is node of Ranvier and found in axon of the neuron. Next, so correct answer is, it is axon. Node of Ranvier is found in axon. Next question is, how many types of neurons are present? whether the two types of neurons are present, whether only one neuron is present, whether three neurons are present or four. You can put your answer fast in the comment section. Then we will go for the explanation. Now, if you will talk about the types of neurons which are present, the neurons which are present are three types of neurons, wherein you can call them as motor neuron, okay, sensory neuron and association neuron, that is interneuron, which is responsible for the association between them. Okay, so the types of neuron, if you will look about the classification, the functional classification is there as well as structural classification there. So we are very much interested now in the functional classification, wherein there are three types: sensory, which are also called as afferent neuron; motor, which are also called as efferent neuron; and interneuron, which are also called as association neuron. So you are supposed to remember these three names very properly, so that you will be able to remember the sensory are afferent, motor are efferent, interneuron are association. Okay, so sensory neurons are basically, they have their action potential towards CNS, that means they carry the message towards CNS. Motor, they carry away from the CNS to the body parts, and interneurons, they carry the messages within CNS from one neuron to another neuron inside the central nervous system. So these are the three types of neurons. Okay, motor neuron, which carry the message away from the CNS; sensory neuron, which carry the message towards the CNS; and interneuron, they carry the message in between the CNS. Okay, from one neuron to another neuron. Next, so correct answer is, there are three types of neurons: motor, sensory and interneuron, that is association neurons. Next question is, neurotransmission through a synapse is always from dash to dash. Whether the neurotransmitters through a synapse is from axon to dendron, whether it is from dendron to axon, whether it is from brain to spinal cord or spinal cord to brain. Now, if you will talk about the neurotransmission through a synapse, so synapse basically exists between the neuron cells. Okay, now this synapse, if you will talk about, first we will see this synapse. Okay, these are the dendrites of presynaptic neuron, and this is the axon. Okay, these axonal terminals fuse with the dendrites of various postsynaptic processes. So the very first message which is being carried from the presynaptic neuron through the neurotransmitters is transferred from the axonal end to the dendrites. So here you can see, when this action potential from the presynaptic cell, it reaches to the axon terminal, voltage gated calcium channel will open, and whatever the neurotransmitters which are there in the synaptic vesicle, calcium will signal to the vesicles, and the vesicles will move towards the membrane, and they will get docked with the docking protein, and the process by exocytosis, these will be released to the postsynaptic neuron. Now this is the axonal terminal, and these are the dendrites of the postsynaptic cell, wherein it is the effector organ. So this neurotransmission is from the axonal terminal to the dendron. So the correct answer is, it is axon to dendron. Neurotransmission through a synapse is always from axon to dendron. Next question is, reflex action is controlled by dash. Whether the reflex action is controlled by spinal cord, ANS, PNS or SNS, sympathetic nervous system. So the reflex action, which you all know that it is an reflex arc. Okay, now here if any sense you senses, then it reaches, and the spinal cord is the intermittent, wherein it will give the signals from the brain to move your hand away from any stimulus, like if it is something hot, okay, or something kind of like here it is shock. Okay, so the reflex action, it is an movement in response to the stimulus. Now this is the stimulus. Okay, so this is the major communicating thing, that is spinal cord, which conducts the reflex action or conduct the reflex arc. So the correct answer is, it is spinal cord, which is controlled, so the reflex action which is controlled by the spinal cord. Next question is, connection between the axon and dendrite is called dash. Whether the connection between one axon and the dendrite of the other neuron is called as synapses, whether it is called as synapse or synapse also you can call it as, whether it is called as desmosome or tight junction. You can put your answer into the comment box fast. Till that, we will go for the explanation. The connection between axon and the dendrite is what? Now here, if you will look into this, these are the axon terminals and these are the dendrites of the other neuron. So this connection, if you will see here, this is nothing but it is the synapse, which is very much essential for the neuronal function, because here the message is passed from the axonal end to the dendrites of the other neuron. So this is the process wherein the electric or chemical signal is passed to the another neuron. Unless and until the synapse is present, okay, the conduction will not take place. So the correct answer is, it is synapse. Connection between axon and dendrite is called synapse or synapse, you can call it as. Next question is, from where does the formation of neural tube take place? Whether the neural tube formation takes place from ectoderm, endoderm, mesoderm or spinal cord, you can put your answer fast in the comment box. Neural tube formation, okay. We will go for the explanation till that time. Now, for that, we are supposed to know about the neurulation. That is, neurulation is the formation of neural tube from the ectoderm of the embryo. If you will see here, the ectoderm, the cavity is getting formed, then the cavity is getting fused, and the neural tube here you can see which has been formed. So the first is the formation, then the second is the elevation of the cavity formation, then third is the convergence, okay, and the fourth is the closure, okay, which forms the neural tube, that is neurulation process. So it is formed basically from the layer called as ectoderm. So the correct answer is, it is ectoderm. Neural tube formation takes place from ectoderm. Next question is, the anterior end of the neural tube becomes dash. Now, after the neurulation, that is formation of neural tube, the anterior end of the neural tube becomes what? And the posterior end of the neural tube becomes what? The anterior tube, whether it becomes spinal cord, whether it becomes brain, whether it becomes axon or backbone. You can put your answer in the comment box fast. Neural tube's anterior end becomes what? We will go for the explanation. Now, if you will look into the developmental stages of the embryo, the anterior end of the neural tube becomes brain. The posterior end of the neural tube becomes spinal cord. So this is the neural tube. Okay. So the correct answer is, it is brain. The anterior end of the neural tube during the developmental stages of the embryo becomes brain, and posterior end becomes spinal cord. Next question is, which is not the true glial cell? Whether it is neuron support cell, whether retain the, which is not true for the glial cell, whether the neuron support cell, whether it retains the ability to divide in adults, whether they are not able to divide in adults or developed from the glioblast. Which amongst the given is not true about the glial cells? Now, you can put your answer in the comment box fast. Till that, we will go for the explanation. Glial cell ka properties. Okay. Next, if you will go, the glial cells, which are also called as neuroglial cells, they surrounds the neuron and provides the support and insulation. If you will see here the functions, okay, astrocytes, okay, microglia, the only supportive function is there, that to provide the support and insulation between them. Okay, whereas here you can see the glial cell and the neuronal cell. Glial cell is talking with the neuronal cell, hey, why doesn't anyone talk about me? Because neuronal cell says you don't have anything to do. That's why you don't do anything. So glial cell says that's not true. The glial cells are having the supportive and insulating function between them, but the glial cells are not able to divide in adults. They only have the supportive functions. So the correct answer is they are not able to divide in the adults. So this thing is not true about the glial cells. With this, we finish with few of the MCQs from nervous system. Stay tuned with us for further more MCQs from nervous system and various other systems from human anatomy and physiology. Thank you.